Next, we will have a look at how to write to a file. To write to a file, to start from the beginning, we first import the OS module to be able to use operating system dependent functions, and in particular for this one, the open method. So we will be using the open method and passing in the path name to the file, and we will open it up in write mode, which is the W character. So the read mode is the R character and the write mode is the W character, and for append is A. So just to note, the write mode overwrites anything within the file, where the append mode adds the content to the end of the file. Now looking at the file, we can see the path, it's on the desktop. We can have a look, and the name is my_file_2.txt. So if we minimize PyCharm, we can see it here. So my_file_2, and the content within it is hello, this is my file, have an amazing day 1 2 3. Now if we go back to PyCharm, and to overwrite the content of the file, we use my_file dot and the write method. So we see the write method over here, and within here we can write something. The content has changed test 1 2 3, and it's always good practice to close the file as well. And for this we use the close method. And let's open up the file again in read only mode, change the W to an R, and to read the file we will use the read method. And finally again we will close the file. So here we are opening up the file, the path of the file, and in write mode, and then we are changing the content of the file, and then we are closing it, and then we are opening it up again in read only mode and reading the file. So we should see the process has completed for writing to the file, and then we will check the file, and we will also print the new content to the console by reading the file again. So let's run the file, and we can see the content has changed test 1 2 3. And let's have a look at the file itself. Let's cross this off and double click the file again, and we can see the content has changed test 1 2 3. Or another way to write content to the file is to write the text as part of a variable and add the variable in instead. So if we remove all of this, let's create a new variable called my_text, and the content will be hello, this is my file, \n for new line. So we're using some escape characters here. It's an amazing day, \t for tab, 1 2 3 4 5 \r for carriage return, and let's finish it off with 6 7 8 9. And let's use the write method again, but this time we will pass in the variable my_text, and let's open up the file again in read only mode. So we'll change the W to an R, and let's print my_file.read, so we can print the content to the screen. Let's run the file, and we can see hello, this is my file, it's an amazing day 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And we can confirm this by actually having a look at the file itself. So let's cross it off and open it up again, and we can see the content inside here has changed as well. We can also use another method, it's called the writeline method, and the writeline method can write a sequence of strings to the file from an iterable, such as a list or a tuple. So if we cross all this off again, and rather than me typing it all out, let me copy and paste a list and a tuple. So I've got a list called my_text_2 equals, and then this is my list. So list, another test, \n for new line, 1 2 3 \n for new line, 4 \n, and then I've got the tuple as well, which is pretty much the same content, but the tuple is stored under my variable name my_text_3. Now we can use the writeline method, so it's my_file dot, and we can see in here the writelines method, and let's pass in one of my variable names. So let's go with my_text_3. So we will see the content has changed to this content here, and let's run the file. I've made a mistake, that should be in the parenthesis, and let's run the file again, and the process has finished. We could print the output to the console, but to save a few more seconds, let's check the file itself. So if I double click the file, we can see here the content has changed, tuple, another test, 1 2 3 4. Let's do the same for the list as well. So if we change this to my_text_2, so we are passing in my list instead this time, and we will see the keyword list. Let's run the file. The process has finished, and if we double click the file, we see list.